Hello, welcome to Chef Constance cooking class. Today we're going to do one of my favorite starter. It's a Salmon Gravlax with potato, sweet mustard, and a garnish with a touch of Constance. So let's start to marinate the salmon. In a dish, we're going to add some coarse salt and same amount of sugar. And we're going to add some zest of orange, zest of lemon, and zest of lime. And you're going to add some dill. So I'm going to chop the dills and keep the stem for the marinade. And the leaves, I'm going to keep them aside for the sweet mustard. So you mix. And we're going to actually cook the salmon into this sugar and this coarse salt. It's actually the pH of those ingredients will cook the meat. Now I'm going to take out the skin of the salmon. So we're going to put the fillet of the salmon into this marinade, and we're going to actually rub all this with the salt and the sugar. So back to the board. Now we're going to cook the baby onions to pickle it. So I'll choose some little baby onions like this, and we're going to first do the vinegar, white vinegar, and some sugar. So I'm going to put it into a little pot. It's actually the same amount of sugar and white vinegar. I'm going to add a little bit of water just so it's not too strong, and we're going to bring that to the boil. I'm going to slice the onion. This will give some acidity to the salmon. You whisk so it mixes all the ingredients together. Once it's boiling, you stop and you just toss your onion into the pot. And we're going to keep that on the side to cool down. And you will just slowly cook with the vinegar and the sugar. Now we're going to cook the potatoes. So you toss it into your saucepan and you cover with water. So meanwhile this is cooking, we're going to start by doing the croutons. I took some white bread and I'm going to take out the crust. And now I'm going to dice some nice croutons. So I'm going to check if they're done. Yeah, they're soft, they're done. See, we're going to take them out. On a frying pan with some butter, you let it melt, and when it gets foamy, we're going to add the croutons. I toss my croutons inside and keep stirring all the time. You can hear the noise, now they're getting crispy. You put some salt and you keep it on the side. Now we're going to do the sweet mustard. So in a bowl, I'm going to add a spoon of Dijon Mustard. I'm going to add some maple syrup. I'm going to chop some dills. And I whisk. Now we're going to do the little green powder. Into a blender, I add the bread crumbs and the leaves. So now the salmon is cooked. It's important to rinse off the salt and sugar. And now we're going to set everything on our plate. I'm going to slice 4 slices of salmon. Now we're going to brush the salmon with some sweet mustard and dill. Now we're going to slice a potato. Voila. Voila. Now we're going to add some croutons. Up. Some pickled onion. And you put it a little bit like that, make volumes. Now we're going to add some watercress. And a little bit of green powder to bring some crispiness. Okay, this is the Salmon Gravlax, sweet mustard, potato, and a touch of Constance. Thank you for watching us. See you next week for a new recipe. This is Chef Constance on Cooking with Class.